morning everyone, welcome back to another video. So this is sort of towards the end of the series. I am currently in a stopover going to Longding district because me and Honia, do you want to say hi? And
actually taking outside. But anyways, hi guys and welcome to our channel.
So basically we are heading towards the Longding district, and from there we are going to the village of Wangcha tribe the very next day. Wangchu.
It's Wangchu tribe, and it is Wangchu and Nokte tribe. So these tribes are one of the most unique kind of tribe that you can experience in Arunachal Pradesh. Not many people has actually covered that tribe, and
we were actually quite demotivated in the way that people say don't go there because it's unsafe and be careful and
and it's about like but both of us want to share our own experience, and that's what we request you people to stay tuned with us and be a part of the journey.
So after many hours we actually have just arrived in Longding, but that's not even our final destination. We still have to get to the car to the actual village. The Wanchos are indigenous people and former headhunters inhabited in the Longding district. They are culturally part of the Naga ethnic groups and related to the Konyak of Nagaland. Every Wancho village has a chief who is considered as the custodian of the land and its people. They are given all powers and authority to take major decisions for the village, particularly for maintenance of law and order.
Respected our honorable chief.
Tattooing plays a major role among the Wangchu tribe. According to the tradition, a man is tattooed on his forelimbs and his entire face, with the exception of certain regions around the eyes and the lips. The women adorn themselves with necklaces and bangles along with some light tattooing as well. We are here specifically to try our best attempt to film about the Wangchu tribe. We were very much blessed and humbled by the hospitality by the chief, or in Wangchu language is known as Chak Nu. We are currently in different village known as Jedwa. We are very lucky actually today because we're going to witness one of the festivals known as Oria. This festival is celebrated throughout different villages on different dates, and today Jedwa village specifically is celebrating the festival, which indicates the celebration of cultivation.
We are celebrating the Oria festival, and this is effected from 25th to 29th February.
Thank you.
This is the main day for our Jedwa. This is the Bunu. We used to call Bunu. This is the main day of Oria.
In every villages, there are several aspects that sort of an important factor to the society of Wangchu community. One of it being Morong, behind me, known to be the dormitory, where people actually use that sort of like a hall for meetings and whatnot. However, it's only male that is allowed to enter the Morong. So if you can see, a lot of the villages of Guangzhou are actually on top of hills and everything. So you can see the views behind me, like all around. So beautiful. Hello.
Lào gọi tận núi Lào gọi hai lẽ.
Hi. Nam ke?
Pek nu.
Hah?
Pek nu.
Pek Nu. Hello Pek Nu. What are you wearing, Honia?
So this is a traditional headgear of Wancho tribe known as
Loluak.
Loluak, and this is made up of some local plant which is called as the kupatta.
Is my head too big? Something like this?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Good.
And she looks pretty.
Hey, thank you.
And Shifa, you look so pretty.
Hey, thank you. This is another Chatnu.
Yeah. Deputy Chief.
Okay.
Namto Wangham myself. Here is a presentation for me from my side.
Oh, thank you so much. What do you call this as?
Liksam.
Liksam.
Yeah.
You're beautiful. So we're actually going to be invited into the house of one of the locals. Such nice hospitality in this Zidwa village. So in many houses of the tribal, when they present hospitality and welcome one of their guests, rice beer is very important aspect to the drinking culture, and also in this particular house we are also presented with the rice beer, and because this is festival, we are sort of also given the opportunity to taste local delicacies, actually basically pork with some spices and chilies. It's quite unique because behind me you can see like everyone's watching. Very, very nice.
Ready? Okay.
One of the guys was trying to test the quality of the gunpowder because guns are still being used during this celebration. The way how the local is trying to use, what is it called? The porcupine. So the way they shape this stuff to pick the snack that they're eating, but also it performs and function as a toothpick.
Satu merong ya, हमारा हर रास्ता में merong itu मिलेगा. अभी थोड़ा
So from the Merong, the dormitory I told you about, several men are gathering according to the Merong they belong to, and then they chant, sing together, sort of like marching to the field that we're going to. My God, this is like hills, stairs. I'm even like trying to catch my breath, and they're like singing and all of that dance.
The prime festival of the Wancho is Oria, a festival between March to April which includes prayers, songs and dances. This festival continues for several days as June paddies are sown and feasts are arranged in each and every dormitory. Boys and girls wearing ceremonial costumes sing and dance during Oria. People dance around a jangban, a long ceremonial pole planted during Oria.
So the whole village is actually gathering together to witness the beautiful celebration. So many gunshots without actually the stuff, so it's just the noise and everything. Yeah, it's so festive. We're actually witnessing the female gathering together, dancing, dressing up so colorfully, so beautiful, with all the girls, so cute. And yeah, it's such a festive feeling to be here. I was actually asked to be participating in the circle, to follow and try to copy the dance. It's quite easy step. So one of the many things that's still happening within the mountainous region of not only Arunachal Pradesh, Vietnam, Laos, Burma, is that the addiction to opium, because it was introduced by the British during the pre-independent time, and as of today there are many still villagers who are addicted to this. We've actually passed by many opium plantations. So I'm currently in Long Khao village, and we have just tried to fly the drone, and the whole village is coming together, just watching us. It's so today we are going to spend a little bit of exploration here and there, trying to understand. This is Wancho village, so close to the border of Burma. Everyone want to say hi? Hi. We are currently inside of a morong, which is known to be sort of dormitory or like important hall to the villagers. Sadly, women are not allowed to enter, so we are only allowed to be roaming around this area and being showcased behind me like a huge stone carved. No one knows who built that and who carved that and how long has it been here for. Known to be the headhunter in the past. The way how they sort of show victory is that by bringing the skull back to the village and display them. However, the incoming of missionaries have converted a lot of Wanchos, not only Wanchos, but many of the tribal people into Christian. And according to their religion, it is very much required to bury them in sort of the ground. So what has happened these days is that all of the skulls of the enemies have been buried deep in the ground. Behind me, there are plenty of zook, or sort of like small hut for dead bodies of the villagers who pass away, and they're placed here with a presence of a flag showcasing that there is a cemetery in this area. I am standing in front of the king's family's zook, and behind me as well, if you can see, there is a huge massive land of jum cultivation. So what happened with jum cultivation is that people sort of like clean, quote unquote, and take off all of the trees or plants necessary, and then they will burn that so that the soil becomes so much more fertile and put all the seeds for future cultivation. So if you see his face, his face is basically like tattooed and everything, which tells that he used to be an emperor, warrior, but every enemies that has been killed and everything, usually they receive face tattoo. So everyone was like joking around. So I want to introduce you to someone important. Do you say your name?
My name is Changphua Nganam. And belongs to this Longkha village.
Yes, so he has been so sort of like accompanying us, introducing this and that. He's actually a teacher. So you're a great hope for the younger generation, no? Yeah, so personally, without him, there's a gap between understanding what the locals are talking about or what the culture and why certain buildings or monuments or things are there. So thank you so much.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to guide you.
Thank you, thank you.
Visit again.
Thank you. Hopefully one day. So off the camera they'll be like surrounding us and everything, but when I turn off the camera to them, they'll be like running. So funny. We have come to the end of not only the video, but to the end of the entire series. The journey in Arunachal Pradesh is not for the faint of heart. You need to have that strong will of wanting to explore deep and bear all the sort of inconvenient or the standard that you're not used to. But along the way, you will find kindness all the way through, and people usually are so excited showing their culture and houses and everything that they can show you in terms of giving. And for us as a traveler, it's overwhelming at times just to receive the amount of curiosity, sometimes excitement at the same time. This kind of trip, right, it's not for vacationing or for something that is sort of Instagram travel. This is for a better knowledge as to like understanding between human tribes, nationalities, different kind and whatnot. And at the end, we all share the same thing in life between one human to the other, despite many different languages, not understanding each other and whatnot. So I would like to thank you so much for all of the support, and I hope you learned something out of this video, for all of the attempt and efforts that I have put together this series. Thank you so much again. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to this channel. So yeah, see you again next time on my series, and bye.
Welcome to
Woo! Sing again.